Hello everybody. I know that in previous videos we've covered faceting, but today we're going to cover extreme faceting! So when you get going, you're going to center this clay so hard, like that. When you open this clay, you don't just open this clay, all right? You punch it open like this, and then pull it over like that. And then you're going to forget about the scraps. You're going to throw it. Hey, I said forget about the scraps! Going to smooth this out like this, and then we're going to pull. But we're not going to do regular pulls. No. We are going to rip this clay from the bottom all the way up to the top, moving like crazy, but you're not going to get it thin. No, you're not. You're going to leave it thick, just ridiculously thick like this. And maybe you're used to a little bit of height, but this is extreme little height right here. Once we move that clay up and we keep it thick, then we're going to neck it in. So get the water out of the bottom, and not just dabbing your sponge down there, but shove your sponge down there and wiggle it around until all the water's out. Right now, we're only a third of the way through this process, and it is time to neck this in. Now, maybe you're used to a light little squeeze, but no, we're not going to do that this time. We're going to squeeze so hard that you could dent a tree trunk. You're not going to stop. You're going to neck it in again until the hole's so small you can't get your crazy little clump hands in there. Then you're going to take a rib and nicely smooth the surface. No, you're not. You're going to take a metal rib and you're going to scrape the crud off of the surface like that. Get a lot on that rib, a lot. And then do you know what you're going to do? You're going to take this, you're going to throw it in there, and you're going to forget it. I said forget it. Once we have this necked in, we have this beautiful little candlestick looking thing. We're going to cut it all over the place. Now, once you've cleaned your hands, get control of a wire because we're going to cut this thing here and here and here and here all over the place. But I want you to show restraint now. No, you're not going to show restraint. You're going to cut from the top all the way to the bottom. But I want to see that wire rippling just below the surface. Don't get crazy. Don't take too much. A nice thin little skin. And then do you know what you're going to do with this scrap here? You're going to forget it. Forget it. And then you're going to come to the other side. Come down again. You're going to ripple that wire right through the piece. Some of us aren't that controlled. And I appreciate it when you're not that controlled. So maybe you need to come up here, and with your wire, you need to saw into this thing, just like a tree trunk, and cut that piece of clay off and make a beautiful design like that. We will saw into that thing just like that. But do you know what? I'm sick of using a regular wire. I'm sick of it. I'm going to use the wiggle wire. Start at the top. I'm going to drag this down. See the ripple? See it? I said see it right here. That's the ripple from the wiggle wire. Then I'm going to come to the other side and slice down. And then maybe I'll, cut to the one side. Then get to the other side like that. Look at that design. I said look at it. Make beautiful marks all the way around this part. Now that we're done with the faceting, I'm going to blow your mind. If this were a normal video, I might say, hey, add a little water to your hand so that it can stay smooth inside the pot. But not this one. No, you're going to say, Ben, shut it. If I want to jam my dry hand down this pot, I'm going to do it. We're going to get this wheel spinning fast. And then I want you to take your fingers and make like a ninja point right here. Show me the Kung Fu style. Take your fingers and with the wheel spinning fast, you're going to press your hand down into this pot. And then we're slowly going to pull it back out and pa-ja! Look at what we've done with those faceting marks. We got crazy with them. So now, when the pot drags on your hand from the inside, it spins this part of the pot slower than what's attached to the wheel. It can't handle the spin. And your design twists all the way around the piece. Now, we have done shaping videos, so you know how to shape. So now we're going to do extreme shaping, where you take your hand on the inside, add some water from the bottom, press out slowly, moving your hand up the wall, beautifying this pot as you go. And then stop the wheel so that you could admire what you have just created. We've got a rough top up here. Might need to smooth that out a little bit. Might need to flare it. Might need to cut it off. You decide, all right? You're your own boss. But this time, I am going to take a needle tool, cut an angled edge on this. And then you know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to throw it away and forget it. I said forget it. Take my hands on the inside and slowly flare this edge. And then do a massive cutback, not a normal cutback, but a massive cutback with your wood tool. And then wire this beauty off. And look at what we have created. All right, so you're going to try this. You're going to try this over and over and over again till you get a pot that you're happy with. And then do you know what you're going to do? You're going to take it and you're going to forget it because you can make a better one next time. See you next week. This is the most ridiculous video we've ever done, Beth. But you're not just going to neck it in. You're going to squeeze the life out of it. Oh, I screwed that up.